Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, you motherfuckers. Well, it's another day, another morning, and there's no sunshine. The weather's shitty as fuck, and I'm in a sore-ass mood. And the reason I'm in a sore-ass mood is my own fault. And my own fault is I'm 37 years old, and I have an addiction. And that addiction is called BMX. And that BMX addiction is causing my body to hurt. And my body is hurting because my addiction is causing me to overload my body and keep fucking riding. So I've ridden, I think, for the last 3 weeks without stopping. And I've eaten shit a few times, but if I just keep riding and riding and riding and riding and riding and riding and riding, my lower back starts to seize up. Sunday I went and got a back massage, or I went and got a full body massage, thinking that would relax my body and make me feel better. But the problem is every single time that I go to one of these places to get worked on, I always get the shittiest person to work on me. I always choose a guy, by the way. When I go to get worked on, the last thing I want is some woman to do it. And usually women don't have hard hands. They do everything so soft and sensual that I'm not there for a good time. I'm there to get my fucking ass kicked, get my back worked on, and make myself feel better. I don't want anything sensual. I don't want anything soft. I don't need that garbage shit. Leave that for other people that like that shit. Me, I'm trying to go in there and make my body get tuned up and feel good. And the guy that was working on me shook my hand, gets me in there. I get undressed, get on the bench, and when he starts working on me, he's like, "Oh man, I had a long weekend this weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna do a good job." And as soon as he says that and comes up with whatever excuse he has because he's gonna give me a shitty ass massage, I knew, okay, cool, what a waste of fucking time and a waste of money, because this fucking dude is definitely gonna give me a shitty back massage. And of course he did. It was like he was rushing. I told him that I needed my shoulders done and my lower back done, and he barely put any work on my lower back and barely put any work on my shoulders, and didn't even get my head. If you get a full body, usually they end it by doing your head, and this guy was just so fucking shitty and so worthless that he didn't do anything good. So that was a waste of time and money, and my woman got me that because she's a great woman, and she has a subscription to this massage parlor because she gets facials and manicures and pedicures and all those cures. And so she was nice enough to get me a body massage, and her gesture was nice. His work sucked ass. So I have an extremely, my back is super sore right now. I'm really feeling it. And I know it's also because of the weather, but it's also because I haven't stopped riding in the last 3 weeks. So I've been overexerting myself and just overriding, and I need to take a break. Now, the funny part is I know what the problem is. I know what the solution is. I know I need to give my body enough time to recuperate and do all that. But in the meantime, every time that I need to do that, the weather's nice, and there's always tons of people that want to go out and ride. This happens every single time, without fail. It happens all the time. It's never just it's going to be rainy, shitty weather, and no one wants to ride. No, this is the time that somebody that hasn't ridden in years comes up and pops up and is like, hey, you want to meet over here? And then he's just like, motherfucker, I need to take a rest. Of course I want to meet over there. And that's the hard part, is how addicted are you to BMX? Like, are you addicted to the point that when you're taking a shit, you gotta watch BMX and find BMX? When you're talking to people, does everything come out as BMX? Is all you're doing is talking about BMX? Are you addicted to the point that when you talk to people, do they tell you, Jesus Christ, dude, I just want to hang out. I don't want to hear about BMX. That is kind of the point that I'm at, is I work at a bike company and my boss says, dude, I just don't want to talk about BMX all day long, and that's all you want to talk about. So that's pretty sad that I work at a bike company and the bike company owner tells me, dude, stop talking about BMX. But I can't help it, and I'm addicted to the point that I know that I need to give my body a rest. But the hard part for me is, like, I know that winter is coming, snow is coming, I'm not going to be able to ride, it's getting super cold, the days are getting shorter, so by the time that I get out of work, I have 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight left. Now, obviously, I have good filmers that have lights, but it's just not the same, all right? I'm fucking older. I don't like going and looking at something and guessing what I gotta hop on because my old ass eyes can't see a fucking ledge, or can't see a handrail, or can't see a wall ride, or I can't see a bump that's before a wall ride and I hit that and jar my wrist. I just can't risk that anymore. And it's just sucks ass. Like, I can come up with so many variables and so many excuses, but when it comes down to it, I can't look at this as being like, if I tell somebody like, oh dude, I really don't want to ride right now because my back hurts, I'm gonna hear this, oh, you're a fucking pussy. And obviously peer pressure is a motherfucker, and obviously all of us don't like hearing you're a fucking pussy. Don't be a pussy, just ride your bike. That is probably the worst fucking thing you can hear with anything you're going to do. If there's a trick that you're afraid to go do and someone says, oh, don't be a fucking pussy, do the handrail, that's the last thing that you want to hear. And it happens. Peer pressure's a motherfucker. That's the reason we love BMX. It's so competitive. It's so hard. There's so many things to do that has to do with head games. Like right now, I'm basically playing head games with myself. Is I know I need a rest. I know I need to do this, but I also need to get clips for the video that I'm going to be in. And to be honest with you, I haven't got a clip in a fucking week. Like, that's not good. Yesterday we went out and we went to go look at this like 20 stair handrail, and we get to the spot and of course a cop is seriously parked right in front of the handrail, like on top of the handrail, right? The handrail needed to get the bushes cleaned and everything, and so we were like, all right, well, let's go look for something else. And we find another 20 stair handrail. Perfect lighting, nobody around, and for some reason, I just did not feel like doing it. Like, it wasn't because I was afraid. It wasn't that I couldn't do it. It was just like, my mind was like, all right, you're gonna hop on this 20 stair handrail, you're gonna slide it, probably jump off early just to test it, come back, and then maybe it's gonna take you fucking 15 minutes to do this fucking handrail and you're gonna have to fall down. And I just didn't feel like it. And the worst part is sometimes, like now, some people might be like, oh, well, it's a 20 stair handrail, that's a clip. Yes, it could be a clip, but to me, like, I just don't feel like a regular 50 down a 20 stair handrail is gonna be a good enough clip. Like, I need something before that, or I need to do something after. And there's just nothing to do before it, and there's nothing to do after it, and there's nothing Like, 180ing out of a fucking 20 stair handrail does not sound fun to me at all. Like, I do not want to go 100 fucking miles an hour, and it's a soft 180. Like, nowadays standards, everybody wants a hard 180. And now I know that I've said this before, it doesn't matter what others think. Do what you like. But this is the thing that starts to eke at me, is I got time. I don't have enough time. The time's coming down. And when I get around a group of guys and they're riding, like, they might think that that's a clip for me, but it's not a clip for me. Like, doing a 20 stair handrail, and if people watch my video part and see me do a 20 stair handrail, they're just gonna yawn and go, oh cool, he did a 20 stair handrail, and they're just gonna, who cares about that 3-4 seconds? They're gonna wait for the next clip. Like, there's nothing special about that. Like, if I could fucking crank arm grind it, or crook it, you know what I mean? Or pegs 180, like 180 to 50-50 grind backwards on it. Like, if I could do something like that, it would be worthwhile. But it's not. And I know to younger guys and people that I ride with, they're not being harmless. They're just trying to push me. But, like, to me, just a regular 50 on that particular rail wasn't a clip to me. Now, I could go back and I could think of a couple things that I could do, but at the same time, the risk-reward part doesn't make sense to me either. I'd be risking more than how rewarding the actual trick that I would get out of there would be worth. So it's kind of funny how I'm fighting with myself right now. Like, I need to have a video part that I'm happy with, but at the same time, I don't want to rush anything, and I don't want to put out something I'm not happy with. That's just the way it goes. And that also comes to the fact that I'm overexerting myself and I'm fucking riding way too much. Like, I keep riding every single day and I'm not giving my body a rest. And yesterday when I went and rode those wall rides, now if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go to my Instagram to see, like, just doing an alley-oop wall ride was like hurting my lower back. Like, it's an alley-oop wall ride. Like, I'm not doing an alley-oop wall ride to 180 back out. I'm just doing an alley-oop wall ride. And my back was just getting tight. Like, my back's getting tight. I am stretching before and after, but that's not enough. So it just means I gotta take some days off. Now, the hard part is coming back to, will my mind let me take fucking time off? Because I am addicted to BMX. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to watch kids sponsor me edits. I'm going to see new videos that come out. I'm going to see video projects that we're working at. And I'm going to be on Instagram and I'm going to see other people riding and I'm going to get motivated. So it's super hard for me, since I'm addicted to BMX. I work at a BMX company and all I can do is think about BMX. So it's hard for me to shut that off. But I do have another addiction, and my other addiction is World of Warcraft. Now, I don't talk about that too often, probably because most people can't relate in the fact that it's World of Warcraft. So since they don't know World of Warcraft, they think it's gay. But it's the same thing as you being addicted to Fortnite, fucking, what's other dumb shit? What do other people play? Ghost, something stupid, Legend, Minecraft. Minecraft might be a little bit too hardcore for that's more of like a younger crowd. But it's an MMO, and it's been around for 15 years. It's unbeatable. Unfucking beatable. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can't beat the game. You just can't. So, it's like a Zelda to me. I'm addicted to Zelda, but Zelda can be beaten. I'm a completionist, so I love doing things that have to do with puzzles, fighting, auction houses, just things like that stimulate my mind. Every single day that I shoot these videos, I'm rushing home so I can play World of Warcraft for 1 hour. Like, that's another addiction I have. And come this winter, that's going to be the good thing that I'm going to enjoy. is because winter's going to be here. I'll be able to take some time off my bike and I'll be able to play video games. But in the meantime, it isn't raining. Well, it's starting to rain right now. It's not snowing, so I can still ride. I have a limited amount of time because I need to get more tricks for this video part. And I want to get better tricks for this video part. So it's always the same thing. Rush, 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 rush. No time. And it's like all your time and effort, I swear to God, goes to work. Like a human wastes most of his fucking life being miserable going to work. And now people always say, well, Ricky, you have such a cool job. Yes. I have a cool job, but it's a fucking job. It don't matter how cool. It doesn't matter if that's your dream job. If you get your dream job, your fucking dream's done because you're living that reality now. So eventually you're going to fucking hate that. So that's the point where it comes to like, hey, do I open my own business? And that's a whole nother adventure to think about. So I think in the long run, I need to give myself a rest. My back hurts. My arms hurt, my shoulders hurt, but it's just mainly my back. I need to give myself a rest, clear my head, play some video games, enjoy my woman's company, and not stress out about getting clips for my video part, and just realize, let things happen. It'll happen. I'll get some more clips. I know I will. And also, I do want to say thank you to all you guys that sit through some of these videos that are 25, 26, 27 minutes long and then leave comments back and have conversations with me. That's my favorite part of these videos, is actually saying something that you guys have in common and then you feel like you got a comment back to me. Like, I really enjoy that. That's the best part of making these videos, is seeing somebody excited to take the time after watching these to write back to me and have a conversation with me. I really appreciate those. And the people that share these on Facebook, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And to the people that share it on Instagram and Facebook really helps me out. Now, I don't have like the swipe up button on Instagram, and the reason I don't have that is because I do not want to make my account business. And the reason I don't want to make it business is I've been hacked plenty of times. I don't want to fucking be hacked again. And anything connected to Facebook always gets hacked because Facebook is a fucking cesspool. And I'm not in the mood to lose something that I put so much time and work into and got to a certain point. So I do not want to risk it just for the idea of having swipe up so you can just go direct to my video. So I only have a link. But you guys sharing it totally helps out because there can be other people that don't follow me that can see that. So I appreciate it. All right, guys, have a good fucking morning. It's 18 minutes into this video. I am going to drop off a bike. I'm giving a bike to a guy. I'm giving him a frame, bottom bracket, seat post, front wheel, bars, stem, and 3-piece cranks and a chain. He's got to get the rest of this stuff, but he really bad needed a bike. And I get free bikes, so there's no sense in me selling my bikes. That's the wackest fucking thing you can do, is be sponsored, get free bikes, and then fucking sell them. Now, I understand when you're strapped for cash, you need cash, but at the same time, dude, come on. You didn't pay for the shit. Don't be a whack fuck. All right, ending on that note, love all you guys. Leave me some likes. Leave me comments. That's the best thing in the world. Make sure to share this on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm going to get an acai bowl. Smoke weed every day. Have a good one. And marijuana.